What is up, guys? All right, I was watching some Stevie Ray Vaughan Pride and Joy tutorials, and there was a missing component in most of them in the intro that I want to talk about that will eventually turn into a technique style type lesson. Now, I am unfortunately doing this on an acoustic guitar. I'm back here in Pennsylvania for the holidays. This is all I have. I would love to do it on an electric, but I can still get to the point. If you don't know the intro of Pride and Joy, I'm not going to spend 5 minutes showing you that. So either look up the tab or watch one of the other tutorials for that, because that's not really the point of this lesson. But let's get right into it. Most of them are showing the Texas Shuffle intro as down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. And that is not how that intro is played. There are two really awesome stylistic things that are happening. The main one that's missing is actually the upstrokes. Now, if you're a shredder and you're following some of those close picking exercises that I'm doing, you're probably getting really, really good at a very consistent picking. Down, up is very, very consistent because we're cutting down that range of motion. When you're playing two strings at the same time, you have a larger range of motion, we're engaging more muscles, and your up pick will always be a little stiffer, and it's always going to sound a little bit different when you're adding that much. Now, Stevie even adds more. He really drills into the strings. So it's actually going to be down, up, 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 down, up, 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 down, up. And when you do that and you're really drilling in on your electric guitar, through an overdriven amp, you will definitely hear the fierceness. It definitely has more punch to it than doing, even that on my acoustic guitar, you can hear the difference. Versus, it just has a little bit more punch. Now, he's really drilling into those strings. Like, that's just the Stevie Ray Vaughan thing. So we're already naturally engaging more musculature, and just his style of playing is even like picking in a little bit more. So the next part, and most of the guys that I was watching, I wasn't watching a lot, so I'm not here to like tell you that other YouTube channels or whatever were bad. It was just something that I wanted to talk about, to get you to vary up your picking depending on the delivery that you want to get to. So the other thing that they were talking about is the rake. So each first hit, because it's kind of like split up into 3 sections. Right, those parts. Each down pick has a rake to it. And if you listen to the record, it does sound like the very first hit, he's not raking through all the strings. And that rake, we talked about before, is kind of like palm muting, but you're moving it up, so you're cutting the tone. Now, he doesn't do like, and you kind of like rake through them into that first hit. It doesn't sound like he's doing a full rake. It kind of sounds like he's starting on the D string. Right, so you're kind of starting on that D string, raking through, so the only strings that are coming through are your bottom two, and giving a nice hard up pick, and then a full rake into the next part. All up picks there afterwards, after that first hit, and then same full rake. So that is so important to get that Stevie Ray Vaughan sound. Now, why I wanted to bring that up is if I am playing a blues solo, I'll definitely add those up picks with more motion and with more punch and more strike to get that sound. If I were to do this, but doing it down up, you can hear the difference. It does sound different. The down has a little bit softer of a feel, and the up has a little bit harsher of a feel. And it's even in the solo parts, his 2 solos, where they kind of start with, right? Those are all ups just to get that huge punch. So in your improv, be a little bit more cognizant of the delivery, and if you want that punchier sound, just doing those up picks. And it's also a great exercise. You might feel yourself getting a little bit tired because you don't have it's quick, and you don't have the liberty of just doing a down up okay, it just has a little bit more fierce and consistency. Try it, guys. I hope that helped. And I apologize for not doing a full Stevie Ray Vaughan Pride and Joy tutorial.